Boar's Head is bringing a slice of Japan to the deli. Introducing Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. Tender, slow-roasted chicken breast, coated in our signature teriyaki glaze, where ginger, garlic, and a hint of brown sugar meet for a flavor that's both sweet and savory. New Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. The bold flavor of Japan. Now at the deli. Only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.
Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
That's right, folks. What's going on? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you for tuning in with me. This is episode number 271 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, folks, before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please spread it around like wildfire that True Capitalist Radio isn't affected in the house, folks, all right? Got all kinds of buttons next to the player right there, Facebook like buttons, retweet this button, share this button, social media buttons. Use and abuse those buttons, baby. And if you haven't already done so, please bookmark the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Baby, we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you're listening to us right now, you're listening to us live, baby. Woo! I'm high, baby. Let me tell you something. The Trump train moves west, baby. It's West Coast. Here we come. All right, we're going to Cali. That's right, baby. The Trump train moves West Coast. They're going to hit up California primary and the New Mexico primary. And, of course, you've got all the pundits out here already trying to suggest that maybe Trump isn't going to be able to court those voters as well because it happens to be a Latino-dominated voting districts, or I should say electorates, excuse me. And, of course, you got the pundits out here at every which media trying to claim that, well, I don't know if Donald Trump's going to be able to do very well because there's a lot of Latinos, and I don't know if he's going to be able to, clamor for that Latino vote. The hell out of here. What are you talking about, boy? All right, the only people that are against Donald Trump that are Latino or of Latino descent are illegal immigrants, baby, all right? I mean, anybody who is an American-born Latino, all right, first, second, third, fourth generation, doesn't matter. You should be all for Trump, baby. You're an American citizen, all right? I mean, you folks that are Latinos, you need to stop, trying to develop some sort of loyalty to the country of Mexico. There is no loyalty there, all right? I mean, don't you people understand? There is no loyalty out there, folks. I mean, take a look at the reason why you've got so many immigrants smuggling their asses into this country, all right? There's a two-tier system in Mexico, folks. You're either filthy rich or you're dirt poor. And if you're dirt poor, there ain't no economic opportunity in a two-tier system. Ain't no economic opportunity. So that's why they're willing to come over here into America and basically take whatever economic opportunity possible so that they can take the money here and they send it back to Mexico. That's what all these illegal immigrants do. All right, don't get me wrong, they spend some of it out here, but for the most part, they're wiring it back. And I'm telling you, Western unions and these wiring companies are making a fortune off this crap. That's why when Donald Trump suggested one method he would use to try to curb illegal immigration is to basically force Western Union and these wiring companies to stop wiring goddamn money transfers to Mexico. All right? And let me tell you something right now. The people that are working here are going to be like, oh crap, I don't know what to do. Moreover, President Donald Trump, would stop payment on sanctuary cities, unlike this president, and not to mention this Congress. All right, both Republicans and Democrats are guilty of this, especially with the passing of this omnibus bill. I mean, it provides funding. All right, provides funding on these sanctuary cities, provides funding to bring in these immigrants from, battle-hardened, wild Yehudi, Middle Eastern areas, and we're going to talk about that later on. All right, I'm telling you this right now, folks. This is serious business, and that's why Trump going west. I mean, I got mixed bag reviews in my pit of my stomach. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not a big fan of the West Coast, and the reason I'm not a big fan of the West Coast, folks, is we had a lot of carpetbaggers carpetbag their West Coast asses over here to Austin, Texas, all right, because they couldn't afford to live the Cali life, all right, and they realized, hey, look, I can live the Cali life for about a third or less out here in Austin, Texas, for Christ's sake. There's economic opportunity and, all kinds of crap out here in Austin, Texas. They moved here, and now they've turned it into a West Coast subterranean garbage hole, all right? I mean, seriously, walk the streets of Austin, Texas. It's a liberal hole. It's a liberal hole in a right-wing state. It's unbelievable, all right? But I'm telling you this right now. These people from the West Coast, I don't trust them. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them as far as I'm concerned. They're all a bunch of damn, if they're not a bunch of surfer idiots, they're a bunch of, bedwetting hippies. They're leftist liberals. They believe that, everything should be given to them. That whole West Coast liberal nonsense, when they carpetbag their asses to your damn home state, they try to convert your home state into the socialist pissing ground they were trying to leave. Anyway, that's why I'm saying, folks, I got mixed reviews in the pit of my stomach as it relates to Donald Trump and the Trump train heading west. But I do believe, obviously, hands down, obviously going to win the primaries. I mean, who the hell's on the ballot unless they're going to pull off some garbage like those scumbags in Washington? Did y'all hear about this? These delegates, these assholes in Washington State, all right? These idiots, even though they, it's one of these voterless elections again. You know what? One of these grassroots efforts. I'm Ted Cruz. I went out there and I gave it the grassroots. And Donald Trump just doesn't understand the term of grassroots. Yeah, right. Are you kidding me? These stupid idiots out there in Washington State. Let me tell you, the more and more news that comes out of that, Pacific Northwest region, Pacific Northwest Coast region, the more and more I'm starting to disdain that particular area of the country and the whole West Coast in general. I mean, what a bunch of oblivious pieces of trash out there. I mean, look, I don't mean to be lumping everybody in there. I'm obvious that, not everybody is a damn bedwetting liberal socialist communist scumbag out there, but for the most part, I mean, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, what the hell are they putting in the water out there? I mean, did some of that Fukushima nuclear runoff finally, enter into the damn tap water out there? I mean, these people are stark raving mad. I mean, you do know that out there in Seattle, Washington, they elected some socialist municipal, I don't know, a councilman or something of that nature. I mean, these people are electing socialists out there, all out blatant socialists. I mean, these people are completely out of sync of what the rest of America is actually living through, all right? I mean, this is stupid, pathetic, just disconnected idiots, all right? Look, I don't mean to go off on that soliloquy about these damn West Coast people, but Let me tell you, I'm witnessing it firsthand out here in Austin, Texas. When they carpetbagged their asses after the last crash in 2008, 2009, they have infected Austin, Texas with this damn, left coast, west coast. Oh, yeah, dude, cowabunga, man. Yeah, we're just going to live like everything's cool, dude. Why can't we just legalize Maui Wowie out here, dude? Just mellow out, dude. Just shut up. All right, I'm sick of these hipsters. I'm sick of these leftists. I'm sick of these socialists. I'm sick of these communists. I mean, these people make me sick. I'm not joking. I don't know if they make you sick. I don't know if when you see these people, you're just like trying to be tolerant of them. To me, they're starting to become unbearable. All right, seriously, they're starting to become unbearable. I could barely tolerate these people. I mean, I have done my best to try to keep myself at arm's length from these people. All right, at arm's length. But goddamn it, I'm in Austin, Texas, and let me tell you, they are everywhere. And I'm considering to get the hell out of here, to be honest with you. I'm sick of this city. I'm sick of the leftism is starting to infect the municipality out here. I don't know if you folks are aware, Uber and Lyft are no longer in Austin, Texas. I didn't really want to make that a big thing, but because, it's an embarrassment to the city I'm living. I'll be completely honest with you. I'm embarrassed, all right? But once again, Austin trying to, implement more and more municipal totalitarian rules on all kinds of garbage. And, Uber and Lyft finally said, you know what, we're tired of this crap. We don't need Austin, Texas. We're in Hong Kong, for Christ's sake. Go screw yourself. And they just picked up and left, all right? And, of course, in Austin, folks, there's all kinds of interest and cab people and the transit folks and it's just a disgrace, really. And, of course, if you want my personal opinion, they don't really want Austin people out here to be I don't think they want them to be traveling anywhere else but by foot. They're trying to turn this into a mini New York City. I'm serious. It's like the West Coast carpetbaggers come over here, and then you've got the municipal central planners in the Austin city trying to make all these high rises and trying to turn this into some kind of a freaking mini New York metropolis out here. They're trying to prevent people from actually having transportation out here. It's pathetic, man. I'm digressing. I'm sorry, folks. It's a Monday. I know I put the hashtag Motivation Monday, but I'm not providing too much motivation. My apologies, folks. Let me go ahead and take a drink. That always provides motivation, doesn't it, folks? Or just, consuming in one's vice, consuming in one's guilty pleasure, to say the least. Anyway, give me my drink, for Christ's sake. Anyway, of course, folks, I drink nothing but the best, especially when it comes to scotch. Johnny Walker, Blue Label. You know the rest. Cheers, baby, to the capitalist army, and cheers to the Trump train. Cheers to the taxpayer and the workers throughout the world. And cheers to the man who has sparked the capitalist revolution himself, Donald Trump. Cheers, baby. Anyway, where was I, engineer? Oh, that's right. Donald Trump moves westward. Once again, the pundits are trying to claim that he may not fare very well out there because it's a Latino electorate, but I think it's a bunch of BS, all right? Take a look at the amount of Latinos that were awarded the Medal of Honor out here, all right? I'm tired of the media trying to claim that all Latinos are a bunch of Mexican flag-waving, Aztec gods worshiping, La Raza Unida, leftist agitating pieces of trash, all right? Give me a break, all right? I'm from Texas, all right? We got a lot of Mexicans walking around out here, all right? So I know a thing or two about Mexicans, all right? But anyway, I don't want to digress into anything else. Let's continue on. I believe Donald Trump should fare very well. I just have a mixed bag. When I say that is because he's going to do a couple of speeches out there, and I just think that you're going to have all these agitators I mean, all these damn agitators trying to agitate these speeches, try to agitate the people that are trying to attend these speeches. I mean, it's a disgrace that this is what politics has come down to. But, hey, welcome to liberalism, huh? Welcome to liberal America. Welcome to Obama's new America. How do you like it, huh? How do you like it? Take a good whiff. Smell it. Smell it right now. Stop what you're doing and smell it right now. How does that smell, huh? Obama America, liberal America, unemployed America, part-time work America. How does it smell? How does it smell? Welfare America, food stamp America, single-parent America. Smell it. How does it smell? Immigrant America, tranny bathroom America. How does it smell? Take a whiff of it. Smell it. How does it smell, boy? How does it goddamn smell, huh? Smells like a dirty, disgusting, 5-day-old carnival urinal, all right? That was just tipped over for a joke. That's what it smells like, boy. And that's why I'm saying, I mean, this has to be done. This has to be done. We can't let America just completely flush down the toilet. We can't do it. By God, we can't do it. Anyway, Hillary Clinton, on the bright side, since this is a Monday motivation over here, right? Carpet munching Monday is more like it. Hillary Clinton is losing to Trump on most national polls that are being released nowadays, and I think that's great. And moreover, folks, there's polls, I don't know where they're grabbing these out of their asses, that have Bernie Sanders in the lead on Donald Trump on national polls. I think that's pure BS. I think these are cooked up numbers, of course, by the mainstream media. That are, of course, leftist folks, and I'm telling you, I'm starting to sense the turn in the tide as it relates to the favorability of the mainstream media's coverage towards Hillary Rotten Clinton. All right? And not to mention, I don't know where Bernie Sanders thinks he's going with this particular opposition to Hillary Rotten. Maybe he's been listening to the True Capitalist radio show. Because I've been calling this old prostate-infected son of a bitch out for a long time already, claiming that this man is not serious, and that if he was serious, he'd be making a little bit more fuss of it. Well, now he is. I'm telling you this, now he is. Have you seen the latest coming out of the Bernie Sanders campaign and Bernie Sanders himself? He's coming out swinging right in the private parts of Hillary Rotten Clinton, whatever's there. I don't know if it's a eunuch or a hermaphrodite or well, what the hell it is. I don't know. If it's like the movie Coneheads, anyway, whatever it is, he's coming out swinging, all right? And let me tell you, not only is he coming out swinging at Hillary Rotten Clinton, he's coming out swinging at the Democratic establishment, for Christ's sake. I mean, come on, Bernie. You pulling a page out the Trump train? You pulling a page out of the old capitalist army playbook over here, boy? Woo! Oh, man, it brings a smile to my face to see the liberals eat each other like the cannibals that they really are. How about you, folks? Doesn't it bring a smile to your face to see these liberal pieces of trash eat each other? Anyway, Bernie Sanders, of course, comes out swinging at Hillary Clinton, calling her not qualified to be president. I mean, a communist socialist, 75-year-old prostate-infected, Doc Brown lookalike, didn't have a job till he was 40 years old, piece of trash, slandering, or I shouldn't say slandering because I kind of agree with the man, slamming Hillary Rotten Clinton with the charge that she is not qualified to be president. I mean, didn't I say this about a couple of shows ago, that she wasn't qualified to be president? Because, and this is when I made this reference, because dumbass Hillary Rotten Clinton made the comment last week that Donald Trump wasn't qualified to be president, and I went on this soliloquy about what made her qualified to be president. because she serviced the President Johnson? I mean, she didn't even do that good of a job. I mean, just take a look at the trail of sexual perversion, sexual abuse, physical abuse that Bill Slick Willie Clinton has laid around the country, for Christ's sake. He may even have done it in other countries, allegedly. I mean, he was on that pedophile island that was ran by Epstein, that rich pedophile that was recently convicted of running a damn underground pedophile ring. I mean, it just goes to show you this guy's got millions and millions of dollars, yet he's running a damn pedophile ring. I mean, what the hell's going on with this crap? I mean, this pattern of pedophilia seems to continue to resonate as it relates to systems of power. Haven't you noticed this? I mean, I don't mean to get off on this soliloquy here, but I tweeted a couple of articles here this weekend on my Twitter account. If you haven't followed me, folks, follow me on Twitter. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost. I tweeted a couple of news articles and videos relating to this type of continuous resonation of pedophilia as it relates to the systems of power. All right, now, one that was completely disgusting was a video of a man claiming to be a pedophile and claiming that he was not a monster. All right, now this was actually put out by the left-leaning publication Salon.com. All right, and this idiot was on this video discussing and basically trying to rationalize pedophilia, for Christ's sake. I don't want to get too into that. It's on my Twitter account. You can go ahead and look at it. Then you've got Elijah Wood coming out this weekend, folks. And if you haven't read that, I would strongly advise you to look that up here. Elijah Wood, the actor, the kid actor, or I don't know if he's a kid. I mean, he's so fruity. I mean, he looks like a hobbit that just never grew up, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't mean to talk bad about the man. He's a fairly decent actor. But Elijah Wood came out and said that Hollywood is, and I'm paraphrasing, is infested with freaking pedophiles. Infested with them, for Christ's sake. I mean, he is basically relaying the same accusation that Corey Feldman, and you can look that up, that's on the internet. He said that on freaking record, that Hollywood's biggest secret is pedophilia, And then you've got Dennis Hastert over here, the former Speaker of the House. The former Speaker of the House in the 90s, being convicted on molestation when he was a freaking wrestling coach at a freaking school. I mean, good God, man. I mean, this goddamn pedophilia thing keeps resonating, and I just don't understand what the hell is going on here. There's something underseated, deep-seated, that, in my opinion, that it correlates all these, pedophilia, cases in relations to systems of power. I mean, look at the goddamn Catholic Church. I mean, what the hell is going on here? I mean, that's why I suggested, and I don't mean to digress, folks, but that's why I suggested that this whole bathroom debate that was spawned by North Carolina's state law is nothing more than a perverted motivation. This has nothing to do with transgendered rights. This has everything to do, in my personal opinion, to basically soften the idea of pedophilia. In my personal opinion, I'm not joking around. You combine the whole North Carolina bathroom law, and you combine it with what they're teaching our children in public education today, that, they can start choosing their own genders at like 6, 7 years old, trying to, introduce them to gender identity and masturbation and all kinds of sick, disgusting garbage that has no business being subjected to children of that age, for Christ's sake. But in my personal opinion, You take a look at all the pedophilia that you're seeing resonate in positions of power, systems of power, different systems, political systems, spiritual systems, academic systems. Just you name it. Any system of power. There's just this underlying, resonating, habitual pedophilia theme. And I don't think anybody really wants to discuss this crap, but I think that we should. I think that people need to start realizing that maybe there's something going on underneath the freaking surface that is, keeping all these people in line, so to speak. Maybe they all have this dirty little secret of being pedophiles on each other, and when those that don't, fall in line with whatever the damn status quo is, you have something that what happened to Dennis Hastert. I think that's what happened to Dennis Hastert. I think that's what happens to all these idiots. How do these people get away with molesting children for so long, and then all of a sudden, miraculously, this crap comes out? You understand? In my opinion, I believe that this there's something going on here. I'm not going to claim to know what's going on. I'm not going to claim that, these people are motivated in some sort of eyes wide shut, pedophile sexual cult, because I have no evidence of that. But you just got to look at the facts and look at the evidence, and then you draw your conclusion based on the evidence. Isn't that what they do in a court of law? You know what I'm saying? Isn't that what they do in a court of law, for Christ's sake? You take the preponderance of the evidence, or it depends on what court of law, your justice system, or the criminal system, or the civil system. For the civil system, it's a preponderance of the evidence. For the criminal system, it's reasonable doubt. But either way, it's based on evidence. It's based on a non-objective, a non-bias, objective, viewpoint of whatever the evidence is being shown to the jury. And in my personal opinion, folks, I believe that there is an underlying theme that is continuously being brought up as it relates to these systems of power, and it's pedophilia, and I think that people need to start recognizing this and start asking some questions, all right? Anyway, I don't want to get off too much on that tirade, but believe me, I think it needs to be said. I'm sick and tired of hearing about all these systems being tied up in these damn pedophile cases. When are people going to finally start asking some questions? All right, what, is that how you get to power nowadays? I'm just asking. Is that how you get to power? Is that how, the good old boy system works, huh? You got to go molest a kid? It's disgusting, man. I'm just saying there's an underlying theme that continuously arises. Do you have to agree to this, right? You do understand this. It's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. But anyway, I was talking about Bernie Sanders, and then I went off on this tirade because I was talking about what made Hillary Rotten Clinton qualified to be president, because she was questioning Trump's credibility to be president. And I said that what makes her to be qualified? What, she serviced the Johnson of the president? She didn't even do a good job, because this idiot was out here sexually abusing and philandering around like he was going out of style, like he was a freaking bachelor out of a freaking frat house somewhere. All right? What makes Hillary Clinton qualified to be president? What? Oh, she was a senator? She was given that goddamn Senate seat by Monahan, all right? Monahan basically backed her up. He was stepping down. He was old. He croaked not too long after he gave her the goddamn seat. All he had to do was embrace her and endorse her. That's what he did, and she got elected, for Christ's sake. She was a carpetbagged piece of trash. And take a look at her record as senator. She passed nothing. The only thing that she passed was amendments to bills that basically gave taxpayer money to those that, I don't know why she gave it to them, but you got to do the investigative work and understand where that money went and why it went there. But that's what she did. You can go take a look at it for yourself, folks. It's a fact of life. That's Hillary Rotten Clinton for you. And she's trying to sell you that Donald Trump is not qualified to be president. What a piece of trash. Benghazi email scandals, a travel gate. Once again, folks, the media wants you to believe that Hillary Rotten Clinton was some sort of victim as it related to Bill Clinton's indiscretions or so-called indiscretions, when in actuality, for the most part, it was sexual abuse and physical abuse, all right? They want you to believe that Hillary Rotten Clinton was some kind of a victim. Folks, she was the pit bull. She was the attack dog on the women that basically Bill Clinton physically and sexually abused, for Christ's sake. Take a look at all the women. Whenever they threatened to, try to file a lawsuit to try to get some kind of goddamn compensation from this asshole's actions, or when they tried to, do something about it, have some voice in the fact that this man is abusing his power for sexual abusive actions, for Christ's sake. This woman, Hillary Rotten Clinton, would send her attack dogs, would send her league of private investigators and who the hell knows who else after these people. I think that you need to ask Kathleen Willey what happened to her life after Bill Clinton called her into his office and said, "Hey, here's my thing." Unzips his pants. As he unzips his pants, "Hey, here's little Bill right here. Why don't you come on over here and get little Bill hard over here? Yeah, here, let me whip it around for you. Yeah, Hillary doesn't do it. Come on, Kathleen Willey. You can call him Willie. You can call little Bill Willie." Seriously, that's what he did. Of course, I'm paraphrasing. But that's what he did. And then when Kathleen Willey tried to say something about it, you had, Hillary Rotten Clinton sending everybody and their brother after Kathleen Willey. Her freaking cat was killed. All right, her cat was killed. And then, a few weeks later when she was jogging, some, unscrupulous fellows came up to her and said, "Hey, Kathy, how you doing? It's a damn shame what happened to that cat. But better watch what you say about Bill and Hillary, all right? But you take care of yourself." Just pure intimidation, man. Pure intimidation. Pure intimidation. So don't think that Hillary Rotten Clinton is some kind of a goddamn saint as it relates to Bill Clinton's so-called improprieties. He's a freaking disgusting, filthy rapist as far as I'm concerned. And aside from Bernie Sanders, giving, a pimp slap to Hillary Rotten Clinton, he pimp slaps Hillary Rotten Clinton, and then he gets his backhand strong for the DNC head, and I'm talking about Wasserman Schultz, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. And for you folks that are unaware, this is this disgusting, I almost want a tranny check on this particular individual. I'm going to assume it's a woman, but good Lord, all right, give me a break. And moreover, she reminds me of Anthony Weiner in drag, because literally she is, all her rhetoric is out of the Anthony Weiner playbook. Whenever you ask this disgusting I don't know what, drag queen, I don't know what you want to call this, but whenever you ask Debbie Wasserman Schultz any kind of a question, she fails to even answer it and goes off on these hyperbole tirades about nothing, which was exactly what Anthony Weiner used to pride himself at doing. And then when you call them out on the fact that they're just not answering the question and they're just going on hyperbole and going on in hopes of wasting enough time for you to move on to the next question, they get all insulted like, "Hey, excuse me, are you going to let me finish? Are you going to let me finish talking? Look, are you going to let me finish? No, answer the question. I'm sick of liberal hyperbole, and this is exactly what Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Jesus Christ, what a feminist name. Either take the man's last name or don't, you dyke. All right, Jesus Christ. Debbie Wasserman Schultz over here. All right, that's what she does, all right? And I'm telling you, the Bernie Sanders people are starting to get a good whiff of that, and they don't like it, for Christ's sake. They don't like it one bit. And let me tell you, The Bernie Army. I don't know if you folks have been hearing about the Bernie Army, and I've been tweeting about this, and I don't want to get too into it on the show because these are secret operations that the capitalist army are conducting. But I do want to allude to the fact that we do have capitalist army operatives within the Bernie Army that are actually in key positions, organizing positions, basically coordinating these people like pawns that they are. I'm serious. Woo! I'm not joking, because you remember, folks, Bernie Sanders supporters are all a bunch of idiots, all right? They all think in group dynamic, all right? I mean, all one has to do is tap into that group dynamic, and once you tap into that group dynamic, they're anywhere that you say the group is. It's as simple as that. I mean, good Lord. I mean, this is a human intelligence clinic here. But anyway, listen, I just want to say that the capitalist army does have operatives within the Bernie Army, and they have been hammering the Democratic establishment hard, for Christ's sake. All right? I mean, Debbie Wasserman Schultz can't take it. I mean, she's like, oh, my God, I can't believe it. Barbara Boxer, oh, my God, I feel threatened. I mean, all of them. All the Democratic establishment, they're in awe. They're in complete awe, for Christ's sake, because they didn't believe that the Democratic Party was going to start eating itself like this. And I'm just taking so much glee and so much pleasure in witnessing this. And not to mention, Bernie, I think he's being a little bit of a troll about it. I think that he's rolling with it. You know, he's just going with it, for Christ's sake. He has already said that he doesn't think Wasserman Schultz should continue to be the Democratic chair, or the Democratic leader, or the leader of the Democratic Party. Moreover, he endorsed, all right, he endorsed her opponent who is running against her for re-election. I mean, good God. I mean, I like this, Bernie. I don't know if you're just doing this because, hey, I'm Bernie Sanders, and I'm 75. I don't know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do. The reason I did what I did is so I could get paid for nothing and be a bureaucrat. But now I'm this close. I'm this close from becoming a potential president or a potential vice president, and I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue to do it. I know I was supposed to be a Democratic lackey. I know I was supposed to do what I was supposed to do, but I'm not going to do it. I'm Bernie Sanders, and I've got these dumb young people all out there. They're campaigning for me. They're acting violent for me, and I'm going to continue to do it. I'm telling you, I mean, I think that's what he's saying. I mean, I think he's looking at himself in a mirror and saying something of the like. He's saying that to himself in the mirror. He's like, hey, I'm a 75-year-old prostate-infected bastard, and if I die tomorrow, well, I die tomorrow. All right, but at least I showed these bastards that I was a real socialist, communist bastard. If I died doing this all the way to the Democratic Convention, I died a communist socialist bastard, like a gorilla, like Che Guevara, like Mao Zedong. Because, as I said, I'm Bernie Sanders, and you people, you don't know what it's like to be poor. You don't know what it's like to be at a bread line. You don't know what it's like to be in a line for socialized health care, and that's what I'm going to bring you as Bernie Sanders. So vote for me, and I'll put your family and you in a gulag for all the things that I gave you for free. You want to take a look at what Bernie Sanders is America going to look like? Take a look at Venezuela. Take a look at Venezuela, and I'll make it a law that what's happening in Venezuela will happen in America if you elect Bernie Sanders. Anyway, I'm going a little off keister there, but let's be honest, folks. I mean, this guy is going all-out communist revolutionary. All right? I mean, he is running with the populist fervor, and he is claiming he's going to go all the way to the convention. He's going right at the jugular. Now he's going at the jugular for Hillary Rodham Clinton. Now he's going at the jugular of the Democratic establishment, and I'm so glad. I am so glad. Us over here on the Trump train, we made sure that we rectified these bureaucrats in the GOP a long time before this happens, boy. I mean, this is why I'm saying, folks, I'm glad the Trump train is in the position that it's in. And let me tell you, you got to pat yourself on the back. If you are on the Trump train, if you retweet articles, if you repost articles, if you're pro-Trump, if you're not ashamed of it, you're out there promoting in the forum posts and social media sites, whatever the case might be, you did play a part in the reasoning why Donald Trump is the nominee. Hands down nominee. There's nothing they can do about it. There's nothing they can do about it. Even Reince Priebus, who was a part of the Cheesehead Mafia with Paul Ryan, couldn't even continue to hold out. He had to bow down, boy. He had to bow down to the capitalist revolution. And now the GOP, it has been taken over by the capitalists. It's ours now, baby. It belongs to us now, not these bureaucrats. And let me tell you, we are going to do whatever it takes over here on the capitalist army side to make sure that we have at least a little bit of influence on making sure that these Democrats, these liberals, start eating each other up. Because that's the only way, in my personal opinion, we're going to be able to combat this violence that is being inflicted upon the Trump train, that is being inflicted upon innocent people. What we need to do, all right, we need to basically make these dumb liberal sons of bitches start eating each other up. And that's exactly what the capitalist army is conducting in its current operations at this point in time. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, I'm glad Bernie Sanders is going at the jugular. About time, you prostate-infected prick. All right? And once again, be on the lookout for the, quote, Bernie Army, boy. Woo! I'm telling you, this is fun, baby. It's going to get even better. I'll tell you this right now. It's going to get even better. Just watch the media and watch what the, quote, Bernie Army does, baby. It's like playing chess, baby. Woo! Oh, my God. Anyway, let me continue going on, folks. I'm going off on too much soliloquies. There's a lot of news to be going over here. For instance, Obama, I don't know what the hell his problem is. I think that he's using his last year to basically piss off everybody in America and to basically reverse everything America's ever done within the past 60 to 70 years. Aside from, I mean, there's a list. I don't want to go over the list, you know, Cuba, you know, the whole, you know, just, I don't want to go over the list. The latest, folks, is he goes over to Vietnam. All right? Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, it pisses me off to even say this, all right, because I don't want to get into why, but it's just this idiot is in Vietnam, all right? And you know what this idiot did? Obama decides to lift the arms embargo sales to Vietnam. So now all of a sudden I'm assuming whatever arms manufacturers are in the pocket of Barack Hussein Obama are obviously going to score big because now the Vietnamese can buy American weaponry from America. Isn't that just great? Now, first and foremost, I'm pissed off at Obama for even considering the damn Vietnam War, all right? I mean, you're not understanding. The Vietnam War was an unbelievable situation for America. I don't want to get into it. You folks need to read about it if you weren't around, but I don't want to discuss it. Maybe one day we'll get into it in a whole show or something of that nature. But anyway, 60,000 dead Americans in that war. I think 500,000 Vietnamese dead in that war. Unbelievable, just horrific war. Horrific war. Jungle warfare, horrific war. Anyway, aside from that, okay, what Obama's doing is what I've been talking about for the past several weeks, that this man is basically trying to assert Zbigniew Brzezinski's doctrine, his foreign policy doctrine of a confrontation with China and Russia. I mean, you do understand this, right? I mean, this is what all this positioning is all about. I mean, why did Obama lift the arms sales embargo on Vietnam? Because Vietnam is on the coast of the China Sea, on the South China Sea. And Vietnam is getting a little bit intimidated, to say the least, that you've got China building this artificial island in the middle of the damn China Sea, for Christ's sake, and, creating everything on this island. They got a freaking airstrip, they're bringing in artillery, they've got warships there. They got all these people kind of that are on the coast of the China Sea worried a little bit, all right? So once again, Obama implementing the policy, the foreign policy of Zbigniew Brzezinski, this lifting of the embargo of arms on Vietnam falls in line with that doctrine, because this is going to agitate the hell out of the Chinese. All right, now the Chinese, look, something needs to be done about it. Obviously, the South China Sea thing is, they are, kind of being they are in the wrong as it relates to that. But now, we're headed towards a direct confrontation, with China. They already warned us that their military is ready. They've intercepted military spy planes. Once again, you had battleships in the Baltic Sea, being whizzed by fighter jets of Russian origin. These people are playing war games out here, and once again, this Obama lifting of the arms embargo of Vietnam, this is just more fuel on the fire to provoke confrontation between America and China and Russia. And I'm telling you, this is a sick foreign policy doctrine, and that's why whenever these idiots talk about, oh, well, Trump doesn't have foreign policy experience. What the hell does that mean anyway? Seriously, what the hell does that mean? Foreign policy experience. Look at the guys that supposedly have it. Give me a break. I've had enough of this idea that you got to have some sort of major foreign policy experience to somehow, make a civil world, for Christ's sake. Look at all the foreign policy makers, and look at what it's done up to this point, for Christ's sake. Perpetual war. That's basically the foreign policy of America, for Christ's sake. And perpetual war, not for America's benefit. And that's what the difference of all the other foreign policies for at least the past 50 years to Donald Trump's foreign policy. America first, baby. America first. And that's what it should be, and that's what it should always be about. America first, for Christ's sake. All right? And that's why with the election of Donald Trump, will be a victory for capitalists. It will mean that the capitalists not only control the GOP, but we now control the country, for Christ's sake. And Donald Trump has said he is going to open up the country to new capitalists, because that's what will recreate the country. That's what will make America great again. And that's what we need, for Christ's sake. And that's why I'm telling everybody within the sound of my voice, it is time to be a capitalist, baby. If you ain't a capitalist, you better start becoming one. And once again, I'm trying to write this book of mine, an absolute, beginner's guide to capitalism for everybody that's in the international community that doesn't know how to start, it doesn't know the outlook, doesn't understand the tools necessary to become a capitalist. Become a capitalist, baby, because I can see the capitalist revolution happening not only here but elsewhere throughout the internet, or throughout the world, excuse me. Anyway, once again, Obama lifting the embargo on arms sales to Vietnam, and this is just going to provoke the hell out of the China Sea situation, the standoff, the saber rattling with China. Anyway, folks, I want to continue on, and then I want to take some Twitter shout-outs. Since we're talking about Obama, did you hear that a record almost 500 Syrian refugees have been admitted to the United States in May alone so far? And, of course, no Christians. So what the hell does that mean? Wild Jehudis, for Christ's sake. So once again, another element to Obama's policy on the domestic front. All right, and of course, I don't want you to forget the Republicans and the Democrats that are in power today that signed the omnibus bill that provided the funding necessary so that Obama can do such a crap. I mean, I'm telling you, this Obama, I cannot believe anyone can still suggest that this man is somehow a decent president, a fair president. He is the worst president in American history. I'm serious. The worst on domestic policy, the worst on foreign policy, the worst on economic policy. I mean, good God. I mean, let me tell you, if you're still defending this man, you are a part of a cult. All right? Seriously, you are a part of a cult, and realism and rational thinking have completely passed you by. It's over your head. You have now converted yourself into mental midgetdom, and you might as well stay there like a midget at a urinal on your toes, because that's the best vantage point you're ever going to get of success. All right? Jesus Christ. Once again, folks, Obama's domestic policy, almost 500 Syrian refugees, baby, all right? Freaking no Christians there in the month of May alone, huh? In the month of May. So we've got 500 wild Jehudis walking around out here, for Christ's sake, all right? Thanks to Barack Obama, thanks to the Congress, thanks to the omnibus bill, and you all need to remember this, swirl that around in your head, because when things start popping off in America, all right, mark my words and listen to me right now. Stop what you're doing. If you're playing with your pecker shaft, doing your goddamn homework, or watching the boob tube, stop what you're goddamn doing, you stupid milky lickers. Mark my word. When things start popping off, as it relates to terrorist activity on the domestic home front, mark my word, it will be directly in relation to the wild Jehudis that are being currently brought in by Barack Obama. And the reason he's doing this is the same reason why the damn Europeans have done it. These are international bureaucrats trying to take control of the world. They're soulless. Do you understand that? They have sold their souls to this bureaucratic system. I'm telling you, once a system is created, it has a life of its own. Once a bureaucratic system is created, it has a life of its own. Do you understand that? It's like a cell. It's like a biological cell. Once it's created, it has a life of its own. It can multiply. It can get bigger. It can expand. It can kill itself. It can do anything of the sort. That's the same thing with bureaucratic systems, folks, and the people that work within it. And that's why I'm saying the most dangerous thing to society, not only American society, but world civilizations, are career politicians, are career bureaucrats. All right?
Hey, I'm a helpful Southern California Honda dealer. You might know us from our random acts of helpfulness. Recently, we gave a veteran a brand new 50cc scooter to help him get to his appointments at the VA hospital. And we can help you get around too, with a great deal on a reliable, award-winning Honda, like the 2016 Accord LX, a 2016 IIHS top safety pick with a built-in rear-view camera. Click the dealer locator link to find a dealer near you, and go to SoCalHondaDealers.com to suggest a random act of helpfulness for someone you know.
I'm serious. Career bureaucrats are the biggest threat to world freedom, are the biggest threat to world civilization, in my opinion. Career bureaucrats, international institutions, bureaucracies, all right? It's like Joe McCarthy said, who was always demonized in this freaking liberal public education system and their history books. Joe McCarthy did say that they are trying to construct a bureaucratic Frankenstein. That's what Joe McCarthy said. Bureaucratic Frankenstein, and that is so applicable as it relates to every level of bureaucratic system that you witness right before your very eyes. It's disgusting, man. Utterly pathetic and disgusting. That's why I'm suggesting, folks, that you people need to start getting political, and you better start getting political quick. You understand that, boy? Because let me tell you, these mindless idiots that voted for Barack Obama, these mindless idiots that voted for the leftist, this is what's happening. This is the consequence. And what, they want Bernie Sanders, the guy that's saying the same goddamn rhetoric that Obama said in 2008? You think that prostate-infected bastard is going to do anything different? Telling you, this is how stupid these people are. And that's why, folks, and I'm being completely deadly serious, all right, that this is why we have capitalist army operatives within the Bernie Army. It's not what the Bernie Army. Well, how do you think they came up with that name, all right? Just that's all I'm saying. Anyway, we have capitalist operatives within the Bernie Army, and we are going to make sure that these idiots start turning on each other, all right? Because I'm sick and tired of seeing these goddamn ridiculous idiots going to these damn Trump events, getting violent for no freaking reason, all right? When in actuality, it's the leftist agitation that they should be focusing and venting their frustrations on. And I'm so glad that the tide has turned in the populism of Bernie Sanders and its relation to the Democratic establishment. It is going to be so much fun, all right? Literally so much fun, basically puppeteering these Bernie Sanders morons into doing things that they don't even know why they're doing. That's why I'm telling you, folks, group dynamics. Group dynamics. You always remember that word because everything involves group dynamics. All right? And the thing about the Bernie Sanders supporters is that they're idiots. All right? Really, they're mindless morons. They're complete idiots. Moronic. The lowest form of human evolution. All right? All they care about is if they are a part of a group. And if they can be a part of a group in actual physical society so it can signify some moment in their pathetically anal lives. And I know that there's people probably saying, no, Ghost, that's not it, dude. That's not it. Hey, are you kidding me? It's that simple. I mean, I'm telling you, how do you think that these governments and these systems control you people? All right? I mean, come on, man. It's group dynamics, and I'm telling you this right now. The Bernie Army, you're gonna start hearing about them because unlike the capitalist army, which they will never give. I want you to know this, folks. They will never give us any kind of mainstream media coverage because, to be honest with you, we're a little dangerous to their influence. All right, I mean, their little stranglehold on influence will wither away like it ain't nothing if people started realizing that, hey, wait a minute, capitalism, capitalist army, it makes sense that if I had the freedom, the economic freedom to do what I want, if I had the ability to go out and get a job, I had the ability to save my money, I could have the ability to get what I want, how much I want, when I want. I mean, I don't want to be told how much I can eat by some bureaucrat. I don't want to be told where I can live by some bureaucrat. I want to be able to do it. And you see, that's the essence of capitalism, folks. Capitalism is freedom. Even when capitalism is implemented in the most strictest political societies. I mean, just take case in point, China. All right? China is incrementally bringing out economic freedom. These folks are now starting to make money, save money, and spend money. I'm talking to the Chinese people. And because of that, they are pushing for more and more social and political freedoms. I mean, it's a default. I mean, it's what happens. I mean, you give people economic freedom, the byproducts are social freedom and political freedom. But just wait for the Bernie Army. That's all I'm going to say, folks. I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to. Yeah, I'm trying to play my cards pretty close to the chest here, but I just want to let y'all know about that, all right? I mean, come on. Anyway, I want to go ahead and take some Twitter shout-outs here. I've been going on and on. I've been going on some soliloquies here. Once again, folks, if you want a Twitter shout-out right here, right now, live on the True Capitalist Radio Show, all you have to do is retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, And, folks, the Twitter account is Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. And retweet the first tweet, True Capitalist Radio Now Live. That's the tweet that you have to retweet. True Capitalist Radio Now Live. All right, now let's go ahead and get some Twitter shout-outs, shall we? Do we have any Twitter shout-outs, engineer? All right, we've got some Twitter shout-outs, and we're going to get to them right now. All right, we've got Colron, what's going on? We've got God Hates Socialists. We've got Sell Low, Get High. Regular TCA in the place. What's going on? We got Metal Capitalist in the house. We've got Royd. What's going on, Royd, in the place? How you doing? We've got G in the house. What's going on to G? Grandpa Cuckold. That's disgusting. What's going on? We got Dorito Burrito. All right. I mean, we're not getting too many trolls going on. This is a decent carpet-munching Monday, for Christ's sake. We've got the Brony Network in the house. Chicago for Ghost in the place. What's going on? Political Prankster in the house. Lone Star Island. Now, here we go. Look, folks, it's still raining. All right, now look. I mean, I'm glad that it isn't raining. Freaking hail. It ain't hailing apples. It doesn't have high winds, tornadic activity, but it's still rain, and I'm getting a little concerned. I mean, stop it, Harp. Just stop it already. Good God. Anyway, who else do we got going on over here? A backstroke for Texas. Oh, Jesus Christ. The Individualist in the house. What's going on? Capitalist America in the place. Tiger Shrimp for Texas. Real funny asshole. Beer Can Holocaust. We got Falco in the house. What's going on, Falco? We've got Ballas for Ghost. Bill Winston in the place. Ghosts burning up. Well, let me tell you something. No, don't think that I'm part of some kind of Bernie Sanders fandom here, right? I mean, the whole reason why the Capitalist Army are conducting these operations and, we're doing what we're doing is because we're trying to bring down Hillary and we're trying to bring down the Democratic Party, baby. I don't want any shot whatsoever of the Democrats having any kind of a reasoning way of weaseling their way into the White House. We cannot have another Democrat president. We can't have it. Anyway, we got Free Zorg in the house. What's going on? Green Leader 1978. Venezuelan Dog Chow. Oh, that's horrible, man. Come on, man. And for you folks that are unaware, freaking the socialist utopia of Venezuela is collapsing within itself because of, well, guess what? Bad central planning. And as a result, the people are starving to death out there because the central planners of the freaking socialist government didn't allocate enough funds to feed their own people. And now all of a sudden they're having to eat their own dogs and cats, man. It's getting, Jesus Christ. I mean, let that be a lesson for you Bernie Sanders feel the burn in your crotch assholes, all right? Anyway, flooded with immigrants. Yeah, real funny. Ghost fan in the house. We got Archangel in the house, Kiwi Archangel. CDI fan 237. We got Ann and the Wizard in the place. Drowned Fire Ants. Yeah, real funny asshole. Caleb Capitalism in the place. We've got Make America So Great. Trump and Capitalist in the house. What's going on? We got Hans Govensmits. We've got Texas Coral Reef. Yeah, really funny ass. Lost legs in Vietnam, you asshole. Here we go with this crap, you piece of crap, man. I'm tired of this crap. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of the crippled jokes, all right? I'm tired of the freaking rain jokes, all right? I mean, move on to something else, all right, bastards? Jesus Christ, man. Give me the mic. Give me the mic, for Christ's sake. Give me that mic. I'm going to take a couple of more goddamn Twitter shout-outs, and that's it, boy. That's it, for Christ's sake. We got Capitalist UK in the house. Sergeant Yoda in the place. We got Torzier in the place. What's going on? The neighborhood cat in the house. The neighborhood cat. That's great. Anyway, let's take a couple of more Twitter shout-outs, and then we're going to move on with the broadcast. We've got a lot of news to cover, for Christ's sake. Lots of freaking news. Lots of it, for Christ's sake. All right, who else do we got going on over here? We've got Pirates of 6th Street. Real funny, you jerk dick. We've got 6-speed manual gearbox. Judith Bars. All right, okay, whatever. Hot deals in Egypt. Jesus Christ. Here you idiots goes. Here you idiot goes. Forrest Gump Ghost. Forrest Gump Ghost. Shove it up your ass, asshole. I mean, look, I'm tired of you. I'm not even going to go there. Botch Specialist in the house. We've got Ghostler's FEMA Camp. Real funny, you jerk. Real funny. We got Titanic Sail half off. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Napalm for Nam. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, these are sick-ass names, for Christ's sake. You know, way too many trolls. There's a name. There you go. Hey, we got freaking Todd Morris in the house. What's going on, Todd Morris? I mean, Jesus Christ, man, these are just sick internet trolls. This is what you get, folks. I'm telling you, you want to be on the internet, you want to go do something, you want to be like, hey, look, I got a little YouTube channel. Hey, look, I got a little. You're going to have to take a little bit of this. Or you're going to have to take some troll terrorism and cyber vermin. I'm serious, folks. You think I'm lying? I mean, take a look at this crap, for Christ's sake, man. Take a look at it, for Christ's sake, boy. Yeah, Texas water polo team. Yeah, real funny, asshole. It's sick people. Sick assholes is what you are, boy. Jesus Christ. Paid shill for beer. Paid shill for beer. Are you trying to allude? You piece of crap. Paid shill for beer. Shove it up your ass, boy. Ain't nobody paying me to do this. I'm coming out here because I'm trying to spark synapses in capitalists throughout the world. And not to mention, folks, I am trying to make sure that Donald Trump is elected president of the United States. It's our last stand as a country, for Christ's sake. Don't you understand that? Don't you understand it? It's our last stand, you stupid idiot. Good God. I mean, don't you idiots understand this, for Christ's sake, man? It's our last stand as a country. It's our last stand as a country. Jesus Christ. Give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Sugar Daddy Sanders. Yeah, that's pretty funny, huh? Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Floating pot of pharaohs. I mean, Jesus. I mean, you can shove it up your ass, man. We got Brit Bong Capitalist. We've got Nam Vet Ghost. Shove it up your ass. Taco Templeton. We've got, I'm not saying that. We got Digital Aspect in the house. What's going on? We got Sans the Gamer Bro. Don't bro me unless you know me. All right, that's great. Who else do we got going on over here? Look, once again, we are taking live Twitter shout-outs right here, right now. If you want a Twitter shout-out, all you have to do is retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account. Politics Ghost is the name to follow, all right? And, of course, retweet the tweet, True Capitalist Radio Now Live, all right? Anyway, we've got Net Politics. We've got Joe Philadelphia, Lego Fan 421 in the house. We've got the Teutonic Plague. What's going on to the Teutonic Plague? Trump at Applebee's. Firm Bacon Tits. Hariyaki 1138. Oh, Jesus Christ. Razor 360s. We got Fishing with Gump. You shove it up your ass. Don't start that crap, for Christ's sake. G-Man Capitalist, Ghost KO's Bull Dykes. That's not funny. That's not funny. We got Japanese Mutants, for Christ's sake. Swimming with Abbott. Jesus Christ, man. That's it. I've had another. Get these Twitter crap off my screen, engineer. I don't want to see them anymore. Anyway, we're already 10 minutes into the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast on this carpet-munching Monday. I am your host, the man they call Ghost, and once again, I want to thank you for tuning in with me. We are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, so make sure to mark it on your calendars and tell everybody from your mommy, your daddy, your Grammy, your granny, your brother, your sister, tell everybody you know, and spread it around like wildfire. The official website, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on with the broadcast, folks, because we got a lot of news to cover, and I want to talk about some things at the end of the broadcast before we end it with, of course, Radio Graffiti. Let's go ahead and move it on. Did y'all hear about the Austrian situation that was happening, the election, the neck-and-neck election? I mean, I feel bad for Austria because there was a glimmer of hope, a glimmer of hope that a right-wing candidate would be elected as president out there in Austria. But unfortunately, the vote came in after, of course, one of these stupid, ridiculous, nefarious vote counts, folks, and it seems as if the Freedom Party candidate, the far right-wing candidate of Austria, Norbert Hofer, is narrowly defeated by this leftist greenie, all right, Alexander Van der Bellen. All right, now get this, all right, this is how the percentages came out, all right. Hofer, 47, let me strike that. Hofer, 49.7%, Van der Bellen, 50.3%. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, what a fraud, in my personal opinion, for Christ's sake, man. Everybody out there in Europe was like, oh, my God, a glimmer of hope, mate. A glimmer of hope. We need help out here in Europe, a glimmer of hope. Well, that was very short-lived. And let me tell you something about this Alexander Van der Bellen, who is this, this green, I don't know, I guess it's the Green Party, I guess, out there in Austria. He once said that if you, what did he say? He said something to the effect of, if you love Austria, then you are shit. All right? I kid you not. Breitbart.com put out a great piece here. I believe it was today, if I'm not mistaken. It could have been yesterday, but they put out a great piece talking about this scumbag who's the leftist now president of Austria. I mean, once again, a self-hating, self-country-hating leftist scumbag who's probably going to take this opportunity to destroy Austria more than it probably already is, for Christ's sake. And it clearly shows that the people of Austria do not want this crap. The people of Europe don't want this crap anymore. It's getting disgusting. I mean, it was a damn glimmer of hope for Europe. Just a damn glimmer of hope, just completely dashed by the leftists. You see how dirty these leftists play? That's why I'm telling you, hey, Europeans, you got to take a little bit of personal responsibility of what's going on out here. Remember, you guys were the ones that were embracing socialism 30 years ago, all right? I'm serious. I mean, you are the reasons, with all due respect to my fellow European brethren, you are the reason why we've got American leftists in America today. I mean, I remember these scumbags in the 90s who would point to these supposed socialist utopias in Europe, all right? And they would point to the same socialist countries that are now in complete and utter chaos thanks to the migration situation that the bureaucrats, the socialist bureaucrats, brought into these countries. And that's why I'm saying, Europe, you got to take a little bit of responsibility of the fact that you guys decided to just forget about personal responsibility yourselves and give the authority to a bunch of socialist bureaucrats And unfortunately, this is the byproduct of giving all that responsibility to these bureaucrats. All right, they don't like you anymore. All right, obviously. I mean, it's obvious by their actions. They never liked you people. These bureaucrats, it's obvious just by their actions that they wanted to attain power. They wanted to attain power to make sure that they could hurt and destroy their country of origin. I know it's sick. I know it's warped, but that's the leftist mentality. That's liberalism. That's communism. That's socialism, for Christ's sake. People need to open up their eyes to this crap. And I'm telling you, Austria, yet another country going to be flushed down the proverbial European garbage hole. Because let me tell you right now, I believe Europe is gone. I mean, look, I'm trying to be optimistic, for everybody out there. I'm trying to, especially on this motivating carpet-munching Monday, I'm trying to keep a glimmer of hope for the people in Europe, but I don't see it, boy. I don't see it. Let me tell you, the last line in the sand for Europe, in my personal opinion, is Brexit, and we're going to talk about that here in a second. But let me tell you, I don't know anymore. I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen. I mean, you look at what happened to the mayor of London. I mean, now it's London Stan, Sadiq Khan, a freaking Muslim, the London mayor. I mean, what the hell's going on here, for Christ's sake? If there's that many immigrants that can influence the political system in Britannia, I mean, do you think that they can influence the freaking Brexit vote? I mean, good God, man. I'm telling you. I feel bad for Europe, man. I mean, why aren't we allowing it? We were just talking about how in the month of May there were 500 Syrian refugees brought into this country so far, none of them Christians, all of them wild Yehudis. Why aren't we allowing some of these Europeans to leave their countries and to come over here and resettle with America? I guarantee that there are a bunch of Europeans in Germany, France, Belgium, Britannia, I mean, all over the place that want to just get the hell out of there now because their countries have been so overtaken by wild Yehudis. I would much prefer to resettle Europeans out here and, have them try to reestablish themselves out here in America. I mean, I know for a fact they would appreciate the hospitality. They would appreciate such a gesture, for Christ's sake. Unlike these wild Yehudis that are utilizing this as a goddamn opportunity to invade a country. Now, this is what this is. It is a migration invasion. And these wild Yehudis have said it time and time again. Their clerics are saying it. They're invading through migration, baby. Jesus Christ. Anyway, once again, Freedom Party candidate Norbert Hofer narrowly defeated. I mean, narrowly is an understatement. In the Austrian presidential election against leftist Alexander Van der Bellen, 49.7% to 50.3%. Unfreaking believable. Utter garbage as far as I'm concerned. But, hey. What do I say? What do I got to say? You know what I mean? I feel bad for my European brethren, but once again, this is the consequence of socialism, folks. All right, Venezuela, Europe, this is the consequence of socialism, assholes. This is the consequence of socialism. Remember it. Take a picture of it, you stupid, dumb, belch-breathing pickle pricks. Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm telling you, the time that people waste doing things from playing video games to becoming urinal cake curators, you would think that they would utilize just a little bit of that time, whether it's in the crapper or wherever, because now you can get news on your phone, all right? You can get internet connection on your goddamn phone, so you can gather your own news, ass clowns. And I just don't get it. They still go to this damn boob tube, mainstream, lamestream media to get their goddamn information, and what these talking heads do is just suggest things to you. They try to entertain you. They try to sensationalize you. They don't want to inform you, because if they were to inform you, you may flip the channel to something that'll entertain you. You get it? I mean, it's all about keeping you glued to that damn boob tube so that they can sell advertising to your dumb asses. Jesus Christ, man. Wake up. Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, let me move on to the next subject matter. We're running out of time here. Did y'all hear that the Iraq armed forces are beginning battle to retake Fallujah in Iraq? Did you see this? I mean, Iraqi forces now, according to America, according to Obama, there's no American military advisement as it relates to this battle that's being taken place in Fallujah against ISIS, believe it or not. You know, I don't believe that because, you know, we all know that ISIS is a creation of NATO and America. And if you don't know that by now, you're a damn fool, all right? But once again, these Iraqis are trying to take their new established nation state and trying to assert its legitimacy through this military action. They have already warned the people of Fallujah to get the hell out of there. I mean, which is sad because, you know, these people are just trying to live, you know, everyday life out there. You got the Iraqi government saying, hey, get the hell out of there. We're going to go in there. ISIS is going to go in there. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be bad. So we shall see what the outcome is because I think this is a legitimate front here. If the Iraqi forces are able to push back the ISIS forces, well, then ISIS has got itself in a pickle because, I mean, if it can no longer go into Iraq because of the Kurds pushing them from the north, and then, of course, you've got the Iraqi government pushing at them from Fallujah, they can't necessarily go back to Syria because, man, Syria, I know that there was a recent bomb today at a government buildings that killed a bunch of people, but that's just in response to the fact that, you know, Bashar al-Assad has been ruthless as it relates to killing these freaking ISIS people. Now, I was critical back in 2010, 2011, when Bashar al-Assad was, you know, because remember, all this started off as political protest. Remember that, folks? Y'all remember when I was against Bashar al-Assad and saying death to Bashar al-Assad? This was, of course, before our dumbass government decided to go and take out Muammar Gaddafi, before our dumbass government decided to take out Mubarak in Egypt, all right, before our dumbass government was embracing this Arab Spring that happened. Y'all remember that stupid crap? I was saying that, hey, wait a minute. I mean, Bashar al-Assad is slaughtering his own people, and he was at the time, folks. I mean, they were just slaughtering them because they were protesting. Now, as a result of that protesting, it turned into a civil war, and partly because, folks, we armed those people, all right? Even though at the time I was advocating that we should possibly go in there, that was before we went into freaking Libya and helped these freaking Al-Qaeda affiliates take over Libya. That was before we helped the Muslim Brotherhood take over goddamn Egypt, for Christ's sake. I mean, now, unfortunately, folks, because time, you know, that's what foreign policy does when, you know, you got these actors in the world stage implementing such moves. Now, all of a sudden, the friend of my enemy is my friend kind of situation. You understand what I'm saying? And now Bashar al-Assad in Syria is literally his ruthlessness of his army, and I mean he is literally tearing these people a new one. And of course, folks, that's the whole reason why America now wants to invade Syria, because they want to create a whole big ass vacuum out here of terrorism in the damn Middle East, man. That's a disgusting circus horror show, man. And let me tell you, I've been tempted to try to see if I can figure out a way, if I could interview Bashar al-Assad. Bashar al-Assad is Western educated. He's very articulate in English. I know he knows of the show, unfortunately, and I would like to see if I could interview him legitimately, a legit interview. Because at this point in time, he is the last secularist Middle Eastern government that could potentially, you know, And look, I mean, I don't want to give this guy too much credit either. He's a power-hungry leader, but unfortunately we need this guy at this point in time to slaughter the hell out of these wild Yehudis. That's the only thing these wild Yehudis respect is fear and power. That's the whole reason why the Middle East was so tame for such a long period of time, because you had Saddam Hussein in power. You had these, Gaddafis, these Baathists, these secularist Baathists, for Christ's sake. As a matter of fact, that party should be promoted in the Middle East once again, in my personal opinion, the Baathist Party. But these were secularist, Muslim-born political parties, for Christ's sake, man, and they ruled with an iron fist. And let me tell you, that's why you didn't see so much terrorism and wild Jehudiism and jihad and all this crap. But you see, once America started taking down these secularist governments out there in the Middle East, look at what's happened thus far. And that's why I'm saying, whenever you hear these idiots talk about, oh, well, he doesn't have foreign policy experience, shove it up your clogged up pooper, all right? You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You want to take a look at foreign policy? Take a look at the chaos happening in the international community right goddamn now. And take that for foreign policy, you milky liquor. Anyway, once again, Iraq armed forces begin battle to retake Fallujah against ISIS, and we shall see where that goes, all right? But I'm telling you, if ISIS somehow smashes back the Iraqi army, I don't think that fares very well for the country itself. And I'm predicting, folks, if for some reason, and I believe this may be in the plans because, of course, NATO and America are arming and funding ISIS, folks. I mean, let's be honest, man. Let's be honest here. But maybe that's the plan. Maybe they want the Iraqi government toppled for whatever sick foreign policy reason, all right? But I mark my words, if this ISIS initiative, this anti-ISIS military operation by the Iraqi forces does not end very well for the Iraqis, I think that the legitimacy of their government is going to be in question, and I think that they could be at the risk of being overthrown within months, in my personal opinion. And I think that's why the Iraqi government is basically making a move right now. It's ride or die on this Fallujah offensive, in my personal opinion. I'm serious, in my personal opinion. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about Brexit because we talked a little bit about it here in the subject matter previous to the Fallujah offensive. I definitely want to talk a little bit about this Brexit situation, folks, because as I stated, all right, I think that the Brexit vote is going to be one of the most disappointing votes in European history. Now, look, I want to be optimistic, mates, all right? Don't get me wrong, all right? I want to be optimistic. I want to believe that there's just going to be so many people in Britannia that are galvanized. They're going to go to the polls. They're going to wait there about 12, 15 hours, doesn't matter, to make sure their vote's cast and to try to get the hell out of the EU. But once again, folks, if you take a look at the mayoral election of London, Stan, and take a look at the election of Sadiq Khan, it doesn't fare very well for this Brexit vote. And moreover, what happened here in Austria either isn't a very good precedent myself, if I don't say so myself. And that's why I'm saying to my brethren from across the pond in Britannia, you folks are just in the same battle as we were in the Trump train. Now that the Trump train, he's going to be the nominee of the GOP. Once the Democrats get whatever nominee that they're going to get, whether it's Hillary Clinton or Joe Biden, it's going to either be one of those two, all right? It is not going to be Bernie Sanders, regardless of what this idiot thinks he's doing right now, all right? But once they, get their candidate, that's when the Trump train can start going full steam ahead right at damn Hillary Rotten Clinton, bare knuckle. But, man, I'm telling you, you people out there in Britannia and Europe need to do whatever it takes to spread as much propaganda as you possibly can. If you know graphics, if you know videography, if you've got blogging experience, whatever, if you've got influence within your social media, you've got to do whatever it takes to make sure that you spread the word about Brexit and how important it is, all right? Now, the reason that I'm claiming that, this may not be a very positive vote for Britannia, did you hear the Treasury out of Britannia? Huh? Oh, if Brexit is voted into office, or voted in by the people, well, there's going to be a year-long recession. A year-long recession? I mean, good God. I mean, look at all the fear they're trying to put in the people of Britannia. Take a look at all the energy and effort and money being put in to scare the people of Britannia. I mean, it's sick, for Christ's sake, man. They're trying to scare you from taking your own independence. You're taking your own independence, and they're trying to scare you out of it. They're trying to scare Britannia out of it, for Christ's sake. And you can't be scared, Britannia, all right? I mean, that's the thing about being a free person, all right? You're willing to take whatever it takes to do what it is to be free. And sometimes freedom is hard. Freedom isn't easy. Freedom doesn't mean that everything's going to be handed to you on a silver platter, for Christ's sake. And maybe, and let me tell you, if there is a recession when the Brexit vote happens, it's going to be because these goddamn bureaucrats are making it happen to you people. Always remember that. So anyway, I am for Brexit. I hope it passes. But, folks, it doesn't look very good, especially with the Austrian presidential race. It doesn't look very good, man. And I'm sorry, Britannia. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hold hope. That's why I'm trying to promote it. Vote Brexit. Vote Brexit. That's why I'm trying to promote it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Jesus Christ, the fall of the world here, man. The fall of the world. Anyway, I'm going to move on to these last two subject matters and then take Radio Graffiti, folks. I'm sorry if I'm laughing about this, all right? I mean, maybe I'm a little macabre as it relates to this, but I don't really care. I'm sorry, all right? Did y'all hear about these two vegans that went to Mount Everest, to climb Mount Everest to prove that vegans can do anything? Oh, my God. I'm sorry. That's freaking funny, man. All right? I'm sorry. I'm not laughing. I don't like to laugh at death, all right? I mean, anytime somebody dies, it's sad, right? But look, this little stunt that was being put forth by these vegans here, all right? I mean, this was just another attempt at trying to slap every one of us in the face that actually like to consume regular goddamn food and trying to guilt trip us into believing that there's something wrong with us because we actually like to eat, beef, actual real food, for Christ's sake. All right? We're not some herbivore piece of trash over here. Now, folks, I have always alluded to the fact that you want to take a look at somebody who looks like they're dying. Take a look at a vegan after they've been a vegan for about a couple of years, for Christ's sake. I mean, they look like they're emaciated, they're weak, they look like they're cancer victims a lot of the times, for Christ's sake, and they'll sit there with their sunken cheeks and popped out eyes saying, "Oh, I feel great. This is the greatest I've ever felt in my life. I could go out and jog for 10 miles. I mean, and moreover, not only does it make you weak, with all due respect, folks, it makes you fruity. It makes you a little, like a little fruit bowl. I'm not kidding, folks. It makes you, a little twinkle toes, to say the least, a little fruity. I mean, case in point, all right? Take a look at Mike Tyson, all right? Now, look, maybe Mike Tyson needs to be a vegan, all right? That's debatable, all right? I'm not trying to say anything about that, but just take a look at him now and compare him to when he was Iron Mike Tyson. Right now he's a vegan, folks. And he's a nice guy, he's kind of kooky, he's fruiter, he's like a little fruiter now. I mean, it wipes the testosterone right out of every man, for Christ's sake, man. It gives you no energy to do anything, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, have you ever heard that whole term, hey, don't worry, he's a little mad because he's had a little too much red meat today. You ever heard that term? He's had a little too much red meat today. Don't worry about him. He's all right. That's because when you have red meat, you can go out and work. You can lift things. You can work, for Christ's sake. You have the energy to do crap, all right? You actually got the energy to say stuff, to think, all right? I mean, all these damn vegans, they always, I got a headache, and oh, my God. Well, it's because you don't eat crap, you morons. All right, I mean, who was a vegan? I think, what was her name? I don't want to say any names. Anyway, look, I have to laugh that these two vegans, all right, in an attempt at trying to make themselves look holier than thou, give their lives to a meaningless cause like being a vegan. Look at me. I'm better than you. I'm a vegan. Look at you. Meat is murder. Meat is murder. So, you're a murderer. I mean, seriously, that's how these vegans are, for Christ's sake. They're pathetic. And I'm happy, to be honest with you, about this. I think it's funny. I think it's great that two people that were trying to be holier than thou, that were trying to slap everybody in their face, they were trying to put themselves in a fucking soapbox, excuse my French, and trying to make every one of us feel like we were some sort of subhuman, murderous, animal, carnivore piece of trash. Look at what happened to you. I wonder where they at. Or I wonder if they're in purgatory. I wonder if they're in heaven. I wonder if they're in hell. Or I wonder if their damn souls are trapped up on that freaking mountain, huh? Woo! I'm sorry. It's like that one asshole, what the hell was his name? Back in the freaking 80s, early 80s and the 70s, this asshole, Jim Fix. Y'all remember this stupid piece of trash? This asshole, a jogging expert, made all this freaking money on jogging and made us all feel like, garbage because we were unhealthy because we weren't jogging every day. And, you're unhealthy, and you need to be fit, jogging this, had jogging, videos, had jogging freaking publications, jogging this, jogging that. And guess what happened to Jim Fix? Right? Asshole died of a heart attack while, guess what? Jogging, all right? Jogging, for Christ's sake. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I mean, it's just the irony, I mean, well, what did that stupid, dumb idiot, disgusting broad, Alanis Morissette, how did she say it? Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain. I mean, come on, man. Irony, baby, irony. And I just, that's a good macabre laugh, to say the least, all right? That's a good macabre laugh. 2 vegans die on Mount Everest. Now, I feel sorry for the other 2 people because there's actually 4 people that have died in this recent trip to Mount Everest, and I believe there's a couple missing out there. So, I mean, this was actually a bad trip altogether. And to be honest with you, I believe in, like, bad karma, bad energy, that sort of thing. And I guarantee you these 2 vegans brought all that bad energy on these people in an attempt at tempting fate. Because let me tell you, when you go up on Mount Everest, you are tempting fate. You're tempting God. You're like, hey, look at this. I can climb the mountain. I don't care what you can throw at me. Huh? You think you're like Lieutenant Dan on Forrest Gump when he's out there in the middle of the freaking ocean in that freaking shrimp boat with Forrest, and he's out there on top of the goddamn boat saying, come on, God. Come on. You want some of me? Come on. I mean, that's what they did. And look, God spoke to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious, all right? God spoke to them, for Christ's sake. All right, now they're I don't know where the hell they're at now. Who knows where they're at? Their carcasses are over there at Mount Everest, I'll tell you that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, people are asking me, who was that jogger's name again? Yeah, Jim Fix was the guy's name, all right? Had the best-selling book, what was it called? The Complete Book of Running, all right? I mean, this guy helped started the fitness revolution, for Christ's sake. This guy, you got to stay fit. You got to stay healthy. Yeah. Oh, you got to jog every day. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I jog every day. I jog 5 miles a day, jog 10 miles a day sometimes. I jog. That's what I do. I jog every day. Died. I'm sorry. I was alive, and when this idiot croaked, and it was funny back then. It's still funny today. Son of a bitch dies of a heart attack freaking jogging. I mean, I'm sorry, man. I know it's a little macabre, but good God, man. Don't tempt fate. All right, don't tempt fate. That's just a good lesson for you, all right? Anyway, last but certainly not least, folks, have you heard the latest reports coming out stating that less than half of consumer payments are now being paid by cash? Less than half of consumer payments are now being paid off by cash. I mean, they are incrementally trying to get rid of cash, folks. This is a very bad precedent, and I think that all of you that are contributing to this need to stop doing it. All right, I think people need to start getting a little bit more of appreciation for hard cash. All right, because let me tell you something. The difference between hard cash and some digit on some machine that's supposedly on some card somewhere is the fact that whoever is running the goddamn machine can't just put your goddamn account to zero at will. All right. When you have the physical cash, somebody's got to come and physically take it from your ass, and you at least have a goddamn, fighting chance, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? So once again, this trend of incrementally getting rid of cash is very dangerous, folks. I mean, you think you have no economic opportunity now? Get rid of cash and any other opportunity. I'm talking about the penny opportunities. I'm talking about the beans opportunity. I'm talking about the weekend garage sale opportunity, all right? I'm talking about the swap meet sale opportunity out here, all right? I'm not joking around. I'm talking about if you, bake goods on the side to try to, get some extra revenue. That's gonna be out the window, for Christ's sake. I'm telling you, you get rid of cash, you get rid of economic opportunities, period. And I'm talking like economic opportunities that affect the people that need the money most, that need the hard cash the most. So that's why I'm suggesting to you folks, all right, start getting cash, start paying in cash, all right, start having cash in your pocket. Not a lot of cash, because remember, folks, this is America out here. You got a lot of desperate people, especially assholes that think that they are righteous in armed robbery because they got to do it for their kids, baby. I got to rob you, baby, because I got to feed my kids, baby. Well, yeah, but doesn't the mother collect welfare and child support and, food card and housing assistance and electric assistance and free education and... Yeah, baby, but still, baby, my kids, baby, give me your money before I gank you, fool. Give me your money before I gank you, fool. Give me your money before I gank you, fool. Jesus Christ. But as I'm stating, all right, have cash, baby, because money talks and BS walks, all right? I'm telling you, I do not like this precedent, all right? We cannot eliminate cash. We cannot eliminate hard currency. This is serious business. And I think that you people need to heed this warning and stop counting the bacon bits in your ass crack, all right? You dog fart fetished idiots. All right? Start appreciating hard currency. Start appreciating cash again. You ungrateful pricks. Good God. Jesus Christ. More than half, less than half. It's less than half of consumer payments are now being paid off by cash. I mean, good God. I mean, how are you idiots paying for your hookers? Huh? What, are you putting it on the card? Oh, yeah, that's rich. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? This is stupid. It's just dumb, for Christ's sake. How are you idiots paying for your narcotics, huh? What, are you putting it on the freaking, the PayPal account? Huh? You stupid morons. Jesus Christ. You just want every piece of your life documented, don't you, morons, huh? You want everything documented like a bunch of damn lab rats, so that some bureaucrat can overlook your life and make judgment calls when you're on the death panel. All right? I mean, Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, urinal cake curators, all of you, all right? Used urinal cake curators. Not all of you, but you know who I'm talking about. Not all of you, but still. I mean, it's just, It's frustrating, folks. I mean, can you hear the frustration? It's frustrating. You should be frustrated. If you're a taxpayer, you should be frustrated. If you're a worker, you should be frustrated. If you're a capitalist, you should be frustrated. Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, it's about that time for everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about Radio Graffiti. That's right, folks. Radio Graffiti, that part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you have to do is give me a call right now at 516-453-9903 is the number to call. And when I call on your Skype name or on your area code, you have exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind, folks. It's Radio Graffiti. Say whatever, all right? But say something. Don't be a Helen Keller deaf mute. Say something, all right? And before we get into anything else, please follow me on Twitter if you haven't already done so. The Twitter name to follow is Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. And, yeah, man, follow me on Twitter, baby. I mean, I'm breaking news out here. I mean, you get the 411 on what the capitalist army is conducting out here, all the operations that, we don't like to publicize on these internets as it relates to the broadcast, all right? Politics Ghost. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get to Radio Graffiti. Do we have any Radio Graffiti callers, engineer? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to Radio Graffiti right now. All right, 504 Radio Graffiti. All right, 269 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, guys, Zizzy from SciTube here. Shout out to you, Thompson, and the engineer. Thanks for the great show.
Hey, thanks a lot. 732 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, guys, this is Capitalist now, and, I finally got a day off, so I'm going to do a little bit of a yay on the line here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, get that crap out of here. We don't want to hear you sniffing yayo. We're not trying to promote yayo on here, for Christ's sake. I mean, give me a break. I mean, why do people do that, huh? Oh, yeah, give me a drug that shrinks your penis and puts a hole in your nose and can give you a heart attack. Yeah, go ahead and put me first in line for that one. Jesus Christ. 903 Radio Graffiti.
Cuck-a-doodle-doo, Ghost. The capitalist army's going to run a Trump train on your wife.
Yeah, shove it up your ass, you stupid moron. 708 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, it's G, and I wanted to say to the trolls that were making fun of Vietnam, because my grandpa fought in Vietnam, and I'm fucking pissed that these trolls are making fun of the Vietnam War, where my papi fought for our country, for our freedom, and they're making fun of the fucking Vietnam War. He died in 2011 of lung cancer, and you guys are making fun of the Vietnam War. That's like making fun of my grandpa, okay?
Hey, I don't blame you, G. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of Vietnam vets that have been afflicted with all kinds of ailments related to Agent Orange and all the other crap that they gave those vets out there, and they were a forgotten group. Believe it or not, they were a forgotten group. I forgot this past Friday to make a movie recommendation for the weekend. I'm going to make sure to do that this next Friday. But if you want to, a movie relating to Vietnam, like post-Vietnam, the movie Rambo, believe it or not, the first Rambo, that's the basis of the movie, is the fact that, Rambo was a vet that, the vets, I mean, literally the government wanted to forget about the veterans. They didn't care about them. They let them, just kind of drift yonder. They didn't care about their well-being. And as a result, that's really the basis of why Rambo. That's the first movie, Rambo. I mean, I don't want to get into the whole movie because I don't want to spoil it, but that's the basis of the movie. Rambo is an ex-vet, and he finally gets sick and tired of being, not appreciated after the fact that he fought for America and nobody cares, so on and so forth. So it's a decent movie. American Truck Simulator, Radio Graffiti.
That isn't just the sound of the 2016 Mercedes-Benz C-Class high-strength steel and aluminum frame being formed. It's the sound of conviction. Conviction that created a lighter, quicker, and more efficient C-Class, whose beautiful form commands attention while its more powerful, fuel-efficient engine demands to be driven. This is what conviction sounds like. Now, discover what it feels like in a 2016 Mercedes-Benz C-Class.
Hi, Elliot Roger here. Well, this is my last video. It all has to come to this. Tomorrow is the day of retribution. The day in which I will have my revenge against you and all of you.
What the hell is that, for Christ's sake? How about a real black guy, Radio Graffiti?
Today, Austin, Texas opens its new gay bar, the Midnight Cowboy, the city's first venue to promote public displays of sexual intercourse.
Yes! 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 I love this big American penis, baby! Here, we go ahead and take a picture. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Freaking splicers, man. I'm telling you, freaking get a life, man. Dick breath, Radio Graffiti.
Hi, Elliot Roger here.
You know, I think, let me explain something about Elliot Roger, right? What he didn't get was the fact that, he got himself facelifts. He tried to get himself the best clothes. He had himself a rich daddy. The reason no girls wanted to talk to him because he was an egotistical, non-substance-based piece of trash. I mean, just listen to him in his rants, for Christ's sake. I don't understand why girls don't want to talk to me. I mean, I've been all over the world. I've got a lot to talk about. I mean, you can always gauge how egotistical someone is on counting how many times they use the word I in any kind of a soliloquy or any conversation, all right? Always remember that. Whenever you hear somebody use the word I and they use it, more than you are comfortable with as it relates to a natural conversation, then these are egotistical, non-substance-based assholes. They want you to know everything about their life, like, oh, I remember when I did that. I mean, you know what I'm saying, right? I mean, you talk to these people, and then, oh, I remember when we didn't ask you. Shut up. We didn't ask you. Anyway, Jesus Christ. Professor Falcon Punch, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Elliot Roger here. I'm just sitting in my car right now after watching that beautiful sunset descend beyond that hill up there. Enjoying a nice vanilla latte. Oh yeah, that's nice.
I mean, you see what I'm saying? I mean, this is what I'm talking about, you see? Like, we care about your stupid latte, like we care if you're enjoying it, Roger, you stupid moron. I mean, you really want to get a chick, man. I mean, just ask her questions and act like you care. I mean, that's really all it is. Because, look, I mean, to be honest with you, women are egotistical. So if you're egotistical and they're egotistical, you're never going to meet a woman, all right? So what you got to do is you got to go and you got to ask them questions, and guess what, about themselves. Like, hey, what do you do for a living? Oh, yeah, wow, that's very interesting. Well, what does that entail? Oh, I bet you get into a lot of adventures, do you? Oh, and just do that like you care. Jesus Christ, man. This is a direct consequence of no fatherly influence, all right? That's all I'm saying, all right? 808 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, guys, it's me, the Happy Fairy. I just want to let you know I was starting my own porn movie called Wetback in Texas, and you get to be the star, you sexy stud.
Jesus Christ. 425 Radio Graffiti.
My mom's currently looking for a new daddy at Applebee's. Should I be worried?
Yes, you should be worried. Well, are you by yourself?
Maybe.
Oh, my God. This is horrible. Are you raised by a single mother?
I've been seeing a lot of different people, just been on the run, ghost.
So what you're saying that the mother that you have is bringing in a lot of men in and out of the house?
Yeah, Ghost.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Get this kid out. Get him out of here, for Christ's sake. I mean, what a shame. What a damn shame, man. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. 269 Radio Graffiti.
Hi, Ghost. My name is Monty Richards, and I'm a huge fan and a huge capitalist. I want to let you know I'm opening up a liposuction practice in Austin. I just want to let you know so that you can get your wife in there for free.
Shut up, all right? Hey, we get it. 573 Radio Graffiti. What are you, Helen Keller deaf mute, for Christ's sake? Why do you even have your hand up? 404 Radio Graffiti.
Asian origin is a delicious drink.
Oh, Jesus Christ. 616 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I told Bill Nye about your show, and he says I used to be arrested for impersonating a capitalist.
Yeah, shut up. You didn't tell him dick, all right? And let me tell you, he'd be too scared to come up on my broadcast, boy. I'd make him look like a mental midget, all right? I'd make him look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack, for Christ's sake, all right? 781 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, that weed I bought off you last week was fucking soap, dude. I can't even smoke that shit, dude. What the fuck?
Oh, shut up, you stupid moron. I'm not some freaking reefer seller, all right? No, nor am I a reefer addict either, all right? Who else do we got? 205 Radio Graffiti.
My granddaughter, this despicable whore that's 15, 16 years old, she got pregnant by some 20...
Oh, shut up. I'm not even going to give that airtime. Shove it up your ass. 469 Radio Graffiti. Oh, Jesus Christ. 360 Radio Graffiti.
It will be legal in Texas to shoot my dog. Shut up, Templeton.
Leave my dog alone, all right? Leave my dog alone, assholes. Gary Powers, Radio Graffiti. You're taking too long, you stupid moron. Urinal Cake Curator, Radio Graffiti. Now stop it! Now you're trying to make me sound all out-tard. Now you're going full retarded now, all right? First you were making me sound like half a tard. Now you're going full retarded, and I don't really appreciate it one bit, all right? People's Republic of China, Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ, you're taking too long, you stupid moron. 484 Radio Graffiti.
I have a chronic fart fetish. I would like to work around the clock smelling guys' farts. I even like to go around volunteering to smell guys' farts, whether I do it on camera or off camera. But are there any trends that...
That's just disgusting, for Christ's sake. 205 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, it's Sid the Food Shop Kid. My cheap strap-on broke off and I need you to come pull it out.
Jesus Christ. You're talking low so your mother won't hear you, for Christ's sake. She'd be in shock. She'd be in shock and send you to her boyfriend. 504 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, what's going on, Ghost?
Hey, how's it going, man? Who else we got? 269 Radio Graffiti. Oh, Jesus Christ, 269 hung up, for Christ's sake. How about 63? How about Renegade Supreme Dalek, Radio Graffiti? Oh, Jesus Christ, it's my wife. Fired the goddamn harpoons engineer. Yeah, go in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. Jesus Christ. Leave my wife out of this crap, you pieces of garbage. Jesus Christ. Teutonic Plague, Radio Graffiti.
I got a cousin who happens to be vegan, and I'd like to call her a piece of crap, but turns out vegans ain't shit. I went to her wedding, and at the reception, we had to go to McDonald's and eat some real food because she was trying to force tofu down our holes. Fuck all vegans.
I don't blame you, man. I mean, tofu? Are you kidding me? Tofu? Tofu? Jesus Christ. 708 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, it's G. Shit, what was I going to say?
Oh, yeah, you talked about it already. Here, I'll go to somebody else. How about Pivot Idiot Radio Graffiti?
Jesus Christ, I hate my mother. Eat your fucking cornflakes, you cocksucker.
Yeah, shut up. I mean, Jesus Christ.
No, don't make fun of my family. Cave Johnson, Radio Graffiti.
Here we go. You know, we got Satan out here now. The devil is good. The devil is my pal. The devil is good. The devil is my pal. Satan is good. Satan is my pal. Satan is good. Satan is my pal.
Oh, Jesus. God, Jesus Christ, with these freaking remixes and splices, man. I mean, how many of them are out there on the internet, for Christ's sake? How many of them? It's like a never-ending story, for Christ's sake. I'm telling you, man. Anyway, look, we're about a minute left into the broadcast, and I'm going to do a little bit of an extended third-hour edition of the True Capitalist Radio Show. Unfortunately, the only way that you're going to be able to listen to it is if you call right now at 516-453-9903, or if you happen to listen to it via the archive at blogtalkradio.com/ghost immediately following the broadcast in general, all right? Now, once again, that's the only way you're going to be able to listen to it. This is a decent carpet-munching Monday, to say the least. We are live again tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let everybody know, blogtalkradio.com/ghost, all right? Spread it around like wildfire, all right? And don't be a milky licker. Go out there and make sure that you spread the word about the goddamn radio broadcast, baby. Follow me on Twitter. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you for tuning in with me. We are going to be live tomorrow and every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Long live the capitalist army, baby. And follow me on Twitter. Politics Ghost, baby. Politics Ghost. All right, now we are in the third hour. And, of course, the only way that you're going to be able to listen to this is if you are on the phone right now. And the phones are lit up, folks. This is the third extended hour. The post-show hour is what we'd like to call it. And once again, sometime next month, folks, we're going to extend the actual live show to 3 hours. And we're going to have all kinds of, different additions to the show that I'm very excited about and I'm looking forward to. So make sure to stay tuned for those things. And moreover, folks, I can't wait. I don't want to get into what's going to happen this summer, but I can't wait till it happens, all right? Once again, the Trump train moves forward, steams straight ahead. And before I get into some radio graffiti calls, folks, I'd like to please implore you, like I do all the time, to go out and make sure to spread the word about the show, create a blog, go out and make sure that you create videos, you go out and spread the word, retweets, Facebook posts, repost news articles, memes, do whatever it takes, every form of digital creativity to make sure that the information is splattered in the face of everyone, all right? Because we have to make sure that Donald Trump is elected president. We have to make sure that he's elected president, all right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, for Christ's sake. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm sick and tired of hearing about these Jared Fogle-like, flapjack-titted, fruity-ass, pedophile, Woody Allen butt lovers out here that are out here infecting the damn systems of America, for Christ's sake. Anyway, let's go ahead and take some goddamn radio graffiti callers, shall we? And, of course, folks, I'm going to take a few radio graffiti callers here, and then I'm going to end the show, folks, because, once again, it's raining in goddamn Austin, Texas, once again, for Christ's sake. You know, it is the second wettest Texas in history, all right? Ever since keeping track of rainfall counts since 1895, the second wettest. Now, it's going to be the first wettest soon enough because we're barely, getting out of May going into June. But by God, and I believe it's the first wettest for Oklahoma and the first wettest for New England, for Christ's sake. So I don't know what HARP's doing. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it, for Christ's sake. But I wish they would stop, all right? I wish these freaking turkey-tit, pimpled-faced, four-eyed, freckle-faced, beaten stepchildren that are out there in HARP would just stop already. Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and get back to some post-show radio graffiti. All right, let's get to it right now. Woo! All right, we got Baltimore Trucker radio graffiti.
These Baptist parties should be promoted in the Middle East once again, in my personal Baptist party. But these were secularist, Muslim-born political parties, for Christ's sake, man, and they rule with an iron fist. And let me tell you, I've been tempted to try to see if I can figure out a way, if I can interview Bashar al-Assad. Bashar al-Assad is Western educated. He's very articulate in English.
Jesus Christ, you're trying to make me sound like freaking some satanic Luciferian worshiping freak? Jesus Christ, take about 10 steps away from my butt crack with that satanic stuff. Jesus Christ. Anyway, we got Radiant Snake, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, it's always a pleasure to speak to yourself. Shout out to your good self. Shout out to the engineer. Shout out to Karazkun, as always, and also everyone in the online chat. And just to let you know, I think we should leave the EU.
Hey, thank you very much, Radiant Snake. And, I know you are for Brexit, and I think anybody who is a self-respecting Briton, or Brit, I should say, should want to leave it as well, as far as I'm concerned. And since he gave out a shout-out to Karaskin, we got Karaskin, Radio Graffiti.
Speaking of which, why don't we just do the Ask Karaskin together, just like old times? You want to try it?
No, you know what? We'll do Ask Karaskin. What are you doing this Baller Friday?
Just chilling out. I'm still trying to look
All
for
right.
a job, though. It's kind of hard to find one in Florida because apparently, this place is it's like a retirement for old people. I mean, you can't find a job anywhere in Florida anymore. It just damaged me a lot.
Well, keep your head up, Karaskin, all right? I have faith that you'll go out there and find a job. Just keep faith. Go out there, keep hustling, all right? Put out some resumes, all right? I mean, do what you have to do, man, all right? I mean, do whatever it takes, all right? I mean, you're a degreed man. I mean, sometimes, much like everybody who's out here getting a degree, sometimes you're not going to be able to get the job you want. Sometimes you just have to get a job so that you can get some goddamn money in your pocket, start saving, and start capitalizing. All right? Anyway, good luck to you, Karaskin. And once again, if you're not doing anything on Friday, we'll have a little bit of Ask Karaskin up on the show, for Christ's sake. Anyway, 727 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, do you think there were floods in the Vietnam War?
Yeah, well, they're just shut up about that, asshole, okay? They had those monsoon seasons, for Christ's sake, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about it. 716, Radio Graffiti.
Chocolate rain. I'm sticking a finger up my ass because I like chocolate rain. I don't know if I'm Indian or black because I like chocolate rain. It will be legal in Texas to shoot niggers from helicopters. Chocolate rain.
Hey, come on with that splice, for Christ's sake. All right, first of all, that chocolate rain bit, man, you must have went way back in the archive at blogtalkradio.com/ghost to find that one. I tell you, that was a long time ago. Anyway, who else do we got going on over here? Baseball Doctor, Radio Graffiti.
Donald Trump manages to sprinkle some truth in between all of these crazy, outrageous statements. And I think some people hear those truths and they completely ignore or neglect the crazy things he says, and they think, yeah, that's the candidate for me. But he would be a nightmare. And let me also say that you cannot be misled into believing that this man has ever really given any real thought to foreign policy. To do airstrikes, to send in ground troops, or to go to war in general, he has not thought about those things.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go, another political pundit trying to claim, some foreign policy hoopla as it relates to Donald Trump. Let me tell you something. We are seeing Zbigniew Brzezinski's policy being implemented with the antagonization of Russia and China. All right, it's not just America doing it. It's all the Western powers. It's NATO. It's all these people, for Christ's sake. I mean, I'm sick and tired of hearing about this whole goddamn crap about foreign policy experience. It's crap. Who cares about foreign policy experience, man? I mean, look at all the supposed foreign policy experts and what they've done for the past 50 or 60 years, for Christ's sake, man. They've done nothing. They crippled America. They've crippled America, for Christ's sake. I'm sick and tired of hearing these boob tube, lamestream, mainstream media talking heads talking this crap. Once again, you heard that broad, all right? You heard her, right? I mean, I'm glad that person played that as a clip. That is what they're doing. That's what a talking head does. It's trying to suggest to you. You understand that? That's how these talking heads works. I mean, these people that are watching these talking heads are complete idiots. They're morons, for Christ's sake. I mean, they don't know whether they're coming or going. They can't tie their own shoes, for Christ's sake. I'm serious. They literally can't tie their own shoes anymore. So they get suggested something like this from some stupid, dumb, piece of trash like this stupid dish rag whore. They're going to believe it, for Christ's sake. And that's the problem with American politics today. That's the problem with the American electorate, all right? They are being informed by entertainment, all right? That's what they're doing. They're being informed by entertainment. I mean, before Jon Stewart, thank God, left the air, I mean, you had a good portion of these goddamn liberals going to this guy to gather their news and information for politics. I mean, do you understand that this stupid asshole was actually shaping the political opinion of the liberal left, for Christ's sake? I mean, that's how dumb these people are, and that's what these bureaucrats take advantage of. That's what these leftist leaders take advantage of. The stupidity of the people, the naivety of the people. They take advantage of it, for Christ's sake. They exploit the hell out of it. It's pathetic. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. They exploit the hell out of it, man. Every goddamn leftist politician, man, they're all the same. They talk a good game, and then when they get to power, they do the complete opposite and then claim that it's somebody else's fault that why they didn't do what they claimed that they were going to do. It's the classic scam. It's enough of this crap, all right? It should be the end of career politicians. Do you understand that, you morons? It should be the end of career politicians. Jesus Christ, man. It should be the end, boy. Anyway, let's go back to Radio Graffiti, shall we? Do we have any more callers, engineer? All right, here we go. 630 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, it's me. I'm just wondering, since I didn't share that story on Bolo Friday last week, could I share it sometime during the week?
Yeah, you can share it now. Go ahead. What's the story? What do you want to tell us?
What it is, it's basically like something dealing with this phony internet butt stalker. It happened 2 or 3 years ago. Basically what happened was I was writing for the community. Then this butt stalker showed up, writing my story with multiple accounts. You know what account warming is, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what happened was when that happened, he got banned due to account warming. He found me on Skype, and oh my God, he was weird. What happened was, basically I found out he was a fruit bowl. What I mean is that he literally told me he literally bought, well, a tutu.
Okay.
I'm not joking. And every now and then he keeps telling me this, and he keeps like making other accounts and liking the fic, which kept getting banned. So
do you think that he likes you? Do you think that he likes you to some extent, or what?
Well, technically, no. All I know is that he lives in another country in the world, because according to his profile page on Skype, joking, the butt stalker is from Poland.
Oh, man. It's one of those. Yeah. I hear you. And he's continuously butt stalking you?
Yeah, and kept talking about his goddamn tutu. Now tell me, Ghost, is this the definition of a football cross-dressing brony? Because of the years I've been part of it, because of all the years I've been part of it, I never thought of bumping into this type of weirdo.
Wow, I don't know what to tell you, for Christ's sake. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't understand the whole brony culture, to be honest with you, but I mean, they're fairly harmless people. I don't know about your fruit bowl story. I don't know if that's a testament to a new brand of brony. I have no idea, but that's a pretty interesting story, to say the least. I don't know why this guy keeps calling you and promoting that he's wearing a tutu while kind of butt stalking you on Skype, unless he maybe is physically attracted to you to some capacity. But once again, I mean, everybody has weird motives. I mean, we're living in a day and age where they are diagnosing women who purposely hurt their children for attention as a mental disorder called Munchausen's by proxy. So it's not that damn that woman, let's throw her in jail because she's hurting her children. It's she's sick, she's got Munchausen's by proxy. Jesus Christ, what kind of a sick world? What kind of a sick world are we living in, man? Seriously, what kind of a sick world are we now living in, for Christ's sake? Jesus Christ. Hey, let's just continue on with the brony theme, shall we? Brony drumming, radio graffiti. I mean, Jesus Christ, didn't you just hear the last call talking about bronies being fruit bowls, and then you play that fruity-ass song, for Christ's sake? I'm sick of this new rock that's like this, for Christ's sake, this fruity-ass, what was that, like that Nickelback-type freaking rock, for Christ's sake, this thumb in your ass, oh, I'm a fruit bowl, I'm kicking back, playing with my pecker shaft, and I'm missing my woman, yeah. I mean, give me a freaking break. Whatever happened to, good love tunes like, I'm turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so. I'm turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so. No, I'm just joking. That's not a fun song. I mean, I'm kidding, all right? That song, I'm turning Japanese, I know people think it's racist because he's talking about masturbating to his chick's picture, So when he's talking about turning Japanese, he's masturbating and going, oh. I'm not joking. That's really what the song's about. That's why I made the joke. Anyway. I'm turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so. Oh! I'm sorry, I just made myself laugh. Sorry about that. Anyway, here, let's go back to the callers here. 863 Radio Graffiti.
Hello, Ghost. What's going on? It's Tyson Rocket. Love your show. Keep capitalizing.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. Who we got? 602 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, you excited for BronyCon? It's coming July 8th through 10th. Oh my God, I'm so fucking excited right now, Ghost. It's insane.
Are you kidding me? BronyCon? You're still having BronyCons out here? For Christ's sake! Good God! And I've actually seen footage of some of this BronyCon stuff, man. But it's boring, man. What a boring activity. You know what I mean? I mean, look, I'm not hating on you bronies. Hey, it's a way for you guys to socialize or whatever. But I mean, I just couldn't see myself spending any kind of money walking around and then seeing a bunch of dorks talk on a goddamn podium like I care, And then, I guess what the big culmination of it is, a bunch of brony DJs getting together and DJing some bronies. I don't know. I don't really care. All right, I'm just saying. Anyway, who else we got? 504 Radio Graffiti. Oh, Jesus Christ. What are you listening to? Huh? The hell are you listening to, for Christ's sake? Anyway, who else do we got? We got 205, Radio Graffiti.
Donald Trump. Cunt. Billy cunt. Sucks the dick, little Templeton. Billy cunt. Donald
Shut
Trump.
up! Just shut up! Don't besmirch the name of Donald Trump like that, boy. You understand that? Don't you dare. Don't you even dare. You son of a bitch. Don't you even dare, boy. Anyway, who else do we got going on over here? We've got 603 Radio Graffiti.
Am I on air now?
Yeah, you're on the air. What's going on?
Hey there. I just want to say I'm a longtime fan, first-time caller, and I have some bad news. I mean, it could be good news, depending on your point of view.
All right, well, what's the news?
Well, you see, my cousin was working at a genetics lab a few weeks ago, and they were working on something like multicolored guinea pigs, which are like the size of dogs. You see, friggin' Hasbro is actually trying to make these like little like pony-colored and I think it's complete animal cruelty. You know, pony-colored, guinea pigs the size of like small dogs. And unfortunately, they hushed this all up. It happened like a year or so ago. PETA broke in, but like smashed open the wall with like a dump truck, took all of them, and then on the way trying to escape from the police, they crashed and they all got out. And now there are these freaking, goddamn pony-looking little fluffy little vermin. They're calling them fluffies around here. And they're shitting all over the place. They're ruining the...
All right. We get it. All right. Jesus Christ. 630 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I just want to say these trolls need to stop with the flood joke. Next thing they will start with the sexist joke.
I know. I don't get it, man. I don't get what these guys' problems are. They make me sick. 269 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. I'm just chilling back listening to some Oasis right now. I'm also proud to announce that I'm opening up a distillery down in Texas, Austin, actually. It's going to be called Austin Fina. We're going to be selling rainwater up to Canada to put out their fires.
Yeah, shut up. I should have hung up on you right when you said Oasis, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? I bet you're sitting there listening, and you're my one, fruiting up, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? You're my one, Jesus Christ. Who the hell else do we got going on over here? This is getting sick. 616 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I'm giving my Pokemon hentai a BDSM theme. Should I tie up Misty with rope or duct tape?
Shut up. Freaking sick-ass cartoon fetish jerk dick. Boot 073 Radio Graffiti.
Shut up. I should have hung up on you right when you said Oasis, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? I bet you're sitting there listening, and you're my one, fruiting up, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean?
What the hell is it? I just said that! I just freaking said that! What the hell is... Damn it! This troll! God damn it! I just freaking said that! What the hell was that? What in the hell was that I just heard? What in the hell was that I just listened to, for Christ's sake? Jesus Christ, what in the blue hell was that? Freaking Milky Liquors, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ. Did y'all hear that? Did you all hear that, for Christ's sake? Good God. Jesus, give me the mic. Jesus Christ, they're making me sound like some freaking video game character or something. Some kind of midget video game character or some crap. Son of a bitch. I'm telling you, enough of this crap. Let me tell you, I was thinking the other day, I was doing a damn Google search on True Capitalist Radio and so on and so forth, man. I mean, there is just so much goddamn content. And I want to give a shout-out to everybody who is volunteering and doing the True Capitalist Radio Wikipedia. Much props. You know, I mean, I like how you go extensively into the whole entire origins of the show, the characters, the past, the present, so on and so forth. I mean, you combine that, you combine all the remixes, you combine all the sick-ass splices, for Christ's sake, you combine everything. I mean, it's like a freaking never-ending story, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like a never-ending story. It's like, you know, open up a book and it's never-ending, baby. It's unreal. Anyway, look, folks, I'm sorry if I didn't get to your call here. I'm looking outside here up my office window, for Christ's sake, not looking very good at all. And unfortunately, I just got to bounce out of here. It's a carpet-munching Monday, aside from that. And I thought it was actually a pretty good show today. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm actually pretty high on this show. All right? I actually appreciate this show today. All right? So if I didn't get to your call, my apologies, folks. We got the lines lit up, for Christ's sake. All right? But once again, tune in with us tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. blogtalkradio.com/ghost is the official website of the show. And, of course, folks, if you haven't already done so, please follow me on Twitter. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow. All one word, no underscores, baby. PoliticsGhost, all right? And send me a few tweets if you want to hear something on the show, if you want to hear a show discussion, if you want to hear a subject matter. Maybe we want to hear from you. That's what makes this show so cool, baby. We're interactive, baby. This is one of the most interactive shows on the damn internet, baby. Woo! Anyway, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Once again, if you haven't already done so, you got all kinds of buttons right next to the player, right in front of you right there. Facebook like buttons, retweet this button, share this button, social media buttons. Use and abuse those buttons, baby, all right? It's just a freaking click, for Christ's sake, all right? It's just a freaking click. And if you haven't already done so, folks, please spread the word about the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. We are trying to break 50,000 live listeners. We're trying to break that threshold, baby. We're trying to break it. So I need your help to go out there and spread the word. Spread it around. Spread it around. Spread it around like wildfire, all right? Anyway, I'm going to be back tomorrow. I want to thank you for tuning in with me, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let everybody know that we're in effect in the house, baby. You understand that? This is a capitalist revolution. The capitalists are taking over. We've taken over the GOP, and we're coming after the White House, baby. We're coming after the White House. Woo! I can't wait, baby. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in with me. Long live the capitalist army, and death to feminism, death to socialism, death to communism, and death to totalitarianism. I'm out of here, boy. Meet me tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time for Taco Tuesday. Woo! I'm out of here.
Hey, I'm a helpful Southern California Honda dealer. You might know us from our Random Acts of Helpfulness. Recently, we gave a veteran a brand new 50cc scooter to help him get to his appointments at the VA hospital. And we can help you get around too, with a great deal on a reliable, award-winning Honda, like the 2016 Accord LX, a 2016 IIHS top safety pick with a built-in rear-view camera. Click the dealer locator link to find a dealer near you, and go to SoCalHondaDealers.com to suggest a random act of helpfulness for someone you know.
Getting lost in the music is great, except if you're driving. Nissan's available Intelligent Safety Shield technologies could help you avoid bad drivers. Hurry into your local Nissan store and get great offers during the Safety Today event. Or shop ChooseNissan.com today. Now, back to the music.